First, take half the clay from one of your bags and toss it between your hands to form it into a ball. And you'll toss it pretty hard to remove any air bubbles, which are basically air that can get trapped in your clay. Now, roll the ball of clay on your work surface to make it even smoother and rounder. Now, use your finger to smooth any cracks or crevices away. It's easier to do this before you've made your ball of clay into a pot. Now hold the ball of clay in one hand and poke your other thumb into the ball of clay until you can feel pressure in the palm of the hand that's holding the ball of clay. Now it's time to start pinching. With your thumb inside and the fingers on the outside, you'll start to gently pinch your thumb and your fingers towards each other as you rotate the ball of clay around. And make sure that you do this slowly. If you speed pot, which is really common when you start, you'll probably end up with more of a cereal bowl shape or even a plate. You can see here that I can hang the pot from my thumb, and that's because I haven't gone all the way up the wall of the pot yet. You want to go until your wall is about 1/4 inch thick at the bottom and then work your way up to the rim. Now you'll use your sponge with a little bit of water to smooth the rim of your pot. You want to remove any cracks. And now gently press down to flatten the bottom of your pinch pot. Take your wire tool and give the top of your pot a trim if any spots are uneven. And you don't have to do this, you can leave it uneven, but this is a great way to make it less wonky if you choose. Now give the rim another smooth with your fingers or maybe your sponge as well. If you'd like to remove the fingerprints from the outside of your pot, you can do this next step where you put some of your fingers of one hand inside your pot and then roll the pot as you press down on your work surface. And this works best on a hard work surface, not a sheet like I'm using for the sake of the demo here. Now it's time to form your pinch pot into a heart pot. You'll just take your hands, cup your pot, and then start to press your fingertips into the top of the pot and use the bottom of your palms to form the pointy part of the heart. You'll also want to smooth any cracks away. You probably won't have as many since you'll be using a hard work surface, not a sheet. But any cracks that you see on your pot now will exist when it dries, and some of them might get worse, so it's best to take care of them when your clay is still wet. Make sure you're happy with the shape of your pot, and then you can set it out for about 2 to 3 days for the air dry clay and about a week for the ceramic clay. Then you can paint or decorate it with underglaze.